Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone, how are you and welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this unique case for a larger device. This case is made of the beautiful Griddle stitches decorated with small patch on its front side. This is what it looks like. These are some essential materials I used for making this project. The details of these materials are provided on the description box. I have made the bottom part of this case. I started with 74 plus 1 chain followed by 5 rows of reversible single crochets. There are 4 corner stitches on this bottom part, is what you see, in which each of them need to be filled with 2 single crochet. Here they are. This is the first one. This is the second one. This one is the third one. And this last single crochet is the fourth corner stitch. All these corner stitches need to be filled with 2 single crochets. Well everyone, as usual, to mark the beginning and ending point of this project, I will put a stitch marker on the top of this last single crochet. Then, make 1 single crochet in each of these side stitches. This one is the first corner stitch. Put 2 single crochets in this stitch, then put 1 single crochet in each of the next stitches. Make 1 single crochet in this stitch, 1 single crochet in the next one stitch. Keep making 1 single crochet in each of the next stitches until you meet the second corner stitch. This one is the second corner stitch. Put 2 single crochets in this stitch. Then, put 1 single crochet in each of the next side stitches until you meet the third corner stitch. This one is the third corner stitch. Put 2 single crochets in it. 1, 2, then put 1 single crochet in each of the next stitches until you meet the fourth corner stitch. The next one is the fourth corner stitch. Firstly, take off the stitch marker, then put 2 single crochets in it, so the total amount of the single crochet altogether are 160. After this, make a slip stitch in the next one stitch followed by the main pattern. Okay, now I'm gonna make the main pattern. This main pattern is called Griddle stitches. It is made of the alternation between one single crochet and one double crochet. Don't forget to put a stitch marker on the top of the first single crochet to mark the beginning point. After making a single crochet, we'll make a double crochet in the next one stitch. This is the double crochet. Back to one single crochet in the next one stitch. One double crochet in the next one stitch. Back to one single crochet followed by one double crochet. Now I'm at the end of the first row. I'm making one single crochet in this stitch. Then I'll take off this stitch marker. This one is the last stitch, so I will make one double crochet in this last stitch. After that, I'll make a slip stitch in the next one stitch. Chain one. Then I turn the work. After that, I will directly make one single crochet in the next one stitch. Please remember that each row begins with one single crochet and ends with one double crochet. Don't forget to put a stitch marker at the beginning point. Now it's time for the double crochet. Followed by a single crochet. Keep alternating between a single and a double crochet and make the griddle stitch as much as 3 rows. This one is the last 2 stitches. Take off the stitch marker and put a single crochet in this next one stitch. Make a double crochet in this last stitch. We need to always remember that this pattern starts with a single crochet and ends with a double crochet. Then, make a slip stitch in the top of the first single crochet. I'm at the 3rd row now and I'm gonna make the patch pattern using the brown thread. I have put 2 stitch markers to mark the position of the brown patch. The distance of the first stitch marker from the beginning points are 11 stitches, meanwhile the distance between the second stitch marker from the first stitch marker are 34 stitches. I'm gonna work the 4th row now. I start with the turning up, turn the work, and I make the griddle stitches all the way around until I reach the stitch markers. Don't forget to put a stitch marker at the beginning point, then continue the work. I have made a single crochet. Now I'm gonna make a double crochet in the next one stitch. Back to a single crochet, followed by a double crochet. There are some stitches left before the stitch marker. Single crochet, followed by a double crochet. Back to a single crochet. Okay, now I will chain the threads. Attach the stitch marker firstly. Then I will complete this single crochet using the brown thread. I will make the pots using the brown thread. The first stitch here is the double crochet, followed by a single crochet. Back to the double crochet. Followed by a single crochet. A double crochet, followed by single crochet. Three stitches left. This one is single crochet. The next one is the double crochet. I'm going to tackle this stitch marker to end the first line of the patch pattern. I started this single crochet using brown threads, but I will complete it using the yellow one. Then make some more griddle stitches, which is the alternation between a single and a double crochet until the end of this fourth round. This one is the last stitch of the fourth round. I'm going to fill it with a double crochet. After that, make a slip stitch on the top of the first single crochet, followed by a turn up, then turn the work. Make 8 more rounds of the griddle stitches and use the brown threads when you make the parts pattern. I have made 9 rounds of main pattern using griddle stitches. Now I'm working on the 10th round. This is what the patch pattern looks like. Let me show you. This lower part of the patch pattern is made of 9 rows of griddle stitches. Now, I'm gonna make a green attached on the brown patch. This green part is made at the 4th stitch before and after the brown patch. I'll put a stitch marker to mark the beginning point of the green patch. I'm gonna take off the stitch marker and use the green thread to complete this single crochet. Then, I'll make griddle stitches in the next 9 stitches to create a green patch. 4 griddle stitches are made before the brown patch. This is the first one. This is our double crochet, followed by a single crochet, back to the double crochet, single crochet, then the next 5 griddle stitches are made above the brown patch. I'll start to make green patch above the brown patch by bringing up brown thread. I start with a double crochet, I'll keep hiding these 2 threads throughout these stitches. This is a single crochet, back to the double crochet, then a single crochet. The next one is the last stitch for this green thread. I will make a double crochet, then I complete it using the brown thread. I will make all the griddle stitches using these brown threads until I reach the last 5 stitches of the brown patch. Here they are. These are the last 5 stitches of this brown patch. You can count them backward. I'll make the last double crochet using these brown threads and I complete it with the green one. I'm changing the thread now. I will use the green one to complete this last double crochet using the brown thread. Then, I will make griddle stitches in the next 9 stitches. 5 of them are made within the brown patch, while 4 others are made outside of the patch. Okay, done, and this is what it looks like. After this, make 5 more rounds of griddle stitches. Use brown thread above the brown patch and green thread above the green patch like this. Then, make 9 more rounds of the griddle stitches and only use brown threads above the patch. After that, continue the work until you get the desired height. I've got the height I desire. I also have put 2 stitch markers to mark the position of the top section of this case. The right position of the top section are 4 stitches from the right side. Likewise, the left position of the top section are also 4 stitches from the left side. Now, I will take off the stitch marker and I'll start to make the top section of this case. I start with a single crochet. Each row of these top sections I will start and end with a single crochet. For the top section of this project, I will make 70 rows of griddle stitches. This one is the first row. I'm making a double crochet followed by a single crochet. And now I'm in the 17th row of the griddle stitches. I'm making a double crochet followed by a single crochet. As this top sections always end with a single crochet, I'll end this project with a single crochet. This is the last single crochet. It's done, and this is what the top section of this project looks like. For the final part of this project, I'll make 3 rounds of single crochet. Firstly, I'll make a turn off, which is 1 chain, then a turn work. Then I'll start make 1 single crochet in each of the next stitches. This is the first round of the single crochet. And by the end of the first round of a single crochet, I'm filling up the side stitches with 1 single crochet. This one is the last or the right corner stitch. This right corner stitch needs to be filled with 2 single crochets as well as the left corner stitch. It also needs to be filled with 2 single crochets. Okay, the first round of the single crochet is complete now. Now I'm gonna make the second round of the single crochet, but before that I have put 2 stitch markers in the middle of it. The distance between these 2 stitch markers are 7 stitches. The distance between the right stitch marker from the right side of this top section are 32 stitches. Similarly, the distance between the left stitch marker from the left side of this top section are also 32 stitches. Now I'm making the second round of the single crochet and I'm approaching the right stitch markers. Take off the stitch marker and make a single crochet knot stitch. Then skip these 7 stitches. The stitches between the right and the left stitch marker, you need to skip them. Make 7 chain. Then take off the left stitch marker and make a single crochet knot stitch. This is what it looks like. After this, make one more round of single crochet. Fill up each of the stitches including the chain stitches with a single crochet and make 2 single crochet in the right and the left corner stitches. Make 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. I'm at the end of the third round. This is the last stitch and this one is the right corner stitch. Put 2 single crochets in this stitch. 1, 2. You also need to put 2 single crochets in the left corner stitch. To end this project, make a slip stitch in the next 1 stitch, then cut the thread. Fasten off these yarn tails and hide it inside the project. You can hide it like this, either using a tapestry needle or using a crochet hook. Finally, sew on the button. This is what this beautiful and unique case looks like. I hope you like this pattern. Well everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. See you again in the next video. Have a good day and happy crochet!